either that like somebody just has all of this stuff digitized and they're just like giving it to newspapers.
Yeah.
You know, and so like.
As they should.
I already did, but sure.
The birthday book is coming. We've checked off.
Wash or walk?
The birthday book is not. He's gonna go into.
Here's the question: is there more in the birthday book that's interesting?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
So the Wall Street Journal on July 24th publishes a follow-up to their July 23rd
Oh, my
story
ass doesn't go any lower.
about the birthday book, and this has
Where are you, Luke?
the revelation that there's a letter from Bill Clinton in there.
Okay, I'm gonna read this. It's reassuring, isn't it, to have lasted as long across all the years of learning and knowing, adventures and illegible word, and also to have your
I gotta get my
childlike
standing desk in here.
curiosity, the drive to make a difference, and the solace of friends. What the fuck is that?
What is that?
What does that mean?
It's
That's like more inscrutable than the Enigma.
It's reassuring, isn't it, to have lasted as long across all the years of learning and knowing, adventures and, illegible word, child fucking, pedophilia, and also to have your childlike curiosity, the drive to make a difference, and the solace of friends. What are you saying?
To have lasted as long is such a fucking weird way to say that.
50?
It's not that old.
Not that
You know
old.
what though? 50 was older in 97 than it is today.
It was the new 40 back then. It's the new 30 now. Okay, Liz taking this seriously.
I don't think that's right.
Listeners,
I think
you can only
40 is
Liz
the
like-
new 30 now.
40 is the
But
new
that's
30.
now.
That's now.
But that's because, of longevity science
That's true. Yeah.
and Botox.
They also mention that Leon Black is in it. It says the article says the submission with Black's name and a handwritten poem with a rhyme scheme. The poem included the acronym VFPC with an asterisk that said it stood for Vanity Fair Poster Child, a reference to a magazine profile of Epstein that was in the works. Now, if you remember from the first Wall Street Journal article about the birthday book, Alan Dershowitz also mentions a Vanity Fair piece that he was able to get not only the focus off of Epstein, but onto, I believe, Bill Clinton.
Need to be washed first.
And so I'm assuming this is the Vicky Ward
Let's
piece
see.
that sort of famously got poo-pooed by Graydon Carter there. But it's kind of interesting to see the behind the scenes. This must have
No way,
been
it doesn't work very well
a
there.
big deal. He was telling all his friends that he was glad it got taken down. Now, Black's included
There's
a
no
poem
markings.
as well. And did you-
Pledge in Chinese.
Did you read this out?
Blonde, red, or brunette, spread out geographically. With this net of fish, Jeff's now the old man and the sea.
And it was signed.
That's a terrible poem.
What? Well, that's a portion of the poem, guys.
Oh.
It's a portion of the poem.
Where's the rest of the poem?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you publish the full poem?
Maybe the rest of the poem was
This
too
is why I
body.
fucking
too
hate
body for a family newspaper. at the
journalists.
Times. No,
Put-
publish the
publish
full
the poem.
Publish the full poem.
Come on.
It was signed Love and
I thought I
Kisses,
saw markings somewhere.
Leon.
Of course these assholes are Hemingway guys.
Yeah, well, okay. Ernest Hemingway has nothing to do with this. He's a good writer. He is, and a lot of people could learn.
It's
to
really
maybe
just the
write
rotor
more.
screw that's the
less.
problem.
So this is the article. Black said he met Epstein around 1996
The rotor
and paid him
bearing.
for tax and estate planning, which we've covered a lot.
Damn
he
it.
has said he regretted having any involvement with Epstein. Apollo, which is Leon Black's company. Apollo said in 2021 that a legal review
Make it
found
so
Black
difficult.
paid Epstein a total of $158 million from 2012 to 2017, including $10 million for Epstein's charity, and found no evidence that Black was involved in Epstein's criminal activities. Of
It
course,
isn't that convenient.
you just paying him $158 million for just some advice that he could have presumably gotten from accountants. I think obviously there's probably some money laundering.
Yeah, I think, Epstein was doing a little bit of different kind of work for him.
So also included in the birthday book is, and I quote from the New York Times piece, a letter from the current UK ambassador to the United States, Peter Mandelson, including a photo of whiskey in a tropical island and referring to Epstein as my best pal.
That is
Epstein's
literally
got
the
so many
current
best pals.
UK ambassador to the U.S.
Yes, that is the
We did
Labor
an episode about him.
Labor Party grandee, friend of
There
Keir
we are.
Starmer, Peter Mandelson, the UK ambassador to the United States. So what do we have here? We have one ex-president, one current president, Peter Mandelson, Leon Black. I mean, it's just like you have all of the. Again, even if you're like an Epstein sort of minimalist, it is crazy that all these guys were just like hanging out with this dude who, by all accounts, was surrounded by 15-year-old girls at all times.
I love this. A spokesman for Mandelson declined to comment. In 2023, Mandelson told the Journal that he, quote, very much regrets ever having been introduced to Epstein. I'm like, bro, the introduction was not the problem.
No.
It was, a lot of people were introduced to Epstein.
Yeah, the
You
fucking
hung out with
date
him all
wheel
the time.
overlay.
Yes.
Get rid of that.
So there's also a letter
Gotta
from
save it.
Vera Wang, the fashion designer, who I don't know
That's so
much
funny.
about.
No?
No.
Bridal. For the most part. Famous for the bridal.
Child bridal.
No. I mean, well,
Vera Wang joked about putting Epstein on The Bachelor and
Swear.
suggested they go on a shopping trip. Maybe
No
to Gap
markings.
Kids.
that would have been fucking crazy if
Let's
they
see.
put him on The Bachelor.
It'd be like too old.
That
too
just
old.
imagine, and nobody knew about Epstein. He ended up being on the season of The Bachelor.
Well, he was
And
called
then-
New York's most eligible bachelor.
I know. They should have done it.
So the article goes on to say several digital copies of the album have been created. Pages have been reviewed by Justice Department officials who investigated Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell years ago, according to people familiar with the matter. The album is part of Jeffrey Epstein's estate. So, all right, two things here. We had said in a previous episode on this that we thought this came from Maureen Comey, and I still am not ruling that out. Or like one of the fired SDNY or FBI people.
Or someone under her. Really.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm like, maybe this came from the Epstein estate.
Why would they be doing that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we don't know what's happening here behind the scenes. But the Epstein estate definitely has it. And, you know, Darren Indike and Richard Kahn, Epstein's lawyers who control the estate, if you were listening to this, release the birthday book. You know this thing is going to come out of here sometime. But if you please, we want the entire birthday
Here we
book.
go.
Every letter, every body poem, every picture that was drawn, every picture that was taken, we want it out there.
I'm like, how big do you think it is? In my head, it's like a big 90s, like, puffy album.
Me too. Yeah. I think it is kind of like that. I think it's like a large, almost like a photo album.
Yeah, like oversized, kind of like.
It's leather bound.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
It's a little.
In my head, it's like a little more like scrapbooky.
Yeah, but I think it's probably a little bit fancier than that.
Sure.
There we go. Now she can do on the replacement. Okay.
All right, so we got to. That was July
I'm just
25th.
gonna replace the whole thing.
That was a crazy.
I just need to get this done.
Now we're gonna go back in time a little bit further, but we're gonna go forward.
I
in
probably
time.
could put a real Miota.
So back to June 11th.
You got all of
And I
this.
think this is important. J.D. Vance and his beautiful Hindu wife, Usha Vance, visit Rupert Murdoch.
I don't think she's that pretty.
94.
Yes.
They visit Rupert Murdoch and Lachlan
Lachlan. And White Lotus has name.
Murdoch at the Murdoch's massive Montana ranch on June 11th. I think I already said June 11th. All right, so that happened then. And there was a lot of, I think, and I was trying to figure this out because I kept reading that J.D. Vance visited him twice. That he would visit him back in June and then he went there like a few days before the
What do you think he did?
And he was only there for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, the man's 95, like 94, right? 95? What are you gonna... He's only got like 5 minutes where he's lucid,
Maybe
probably.
just giving him the
There's the
Or
dial.
like
the
something
hands.
else. Like Murdoch.
No?
No, like, I don't know. Some sort of weird
Forced.
satanic thing.
Oh, like live long one more year, Rupert, before your libtard family gets control of everything. But so J.D. Vance
The
and Usha
hands
go
are the
there.
best for
Maybe he's like,
the Foster
"Usha, show me
Browns."
titties." And she had to obey. But I would never make you do that, Usha.
Okay, gotta
On
watch the doggies.
July 13th, the ancient
Look,
94-year-old
you can
Rupert
see.
Murdoch was with Donald Trump at the FIFA World
come on.
Cup final in New Jersey.
I know.
Alongside the beautiful, busty blonde Pam Bondi, the
This
inscrutable
thing is hilarious.
Christy Noam, and of course
It's just so
the
funny.
homosexual and incestual Timothy Brady.
Timothy Brady.
Timothy Brady.
Look at this.
Tom Brady.
I always want to call her Christy Neom.
Christy
Just-
yeah,
That's
yeah.
her. Neom.
I tricked
You know, I
you,
went to a bunch of the club games. It was so fun.
I know you did.
It's so bad.
You did, and you love. It's crazy that you love
Oh,
soccer.
wow.
That feels a
I
bit.
love
So
sports.
fooling.
And you
So
do just
fooling.
love
Watch
the
fooling.
display of
Except-
athleticism.
Little
Yeah, that's true.
deco
But I do
plates.
love soccer,
So
of course.
What
dumb.
ones don't you like?
I like baseball in
I
person
hate it.
Yeah.
because of the hot dogs and the
Okay,
sun.
I'm gonna go watch
But I
dogs.
don't love